Jay Williams. And Jay, the Grizzlies have long departed Vancouver. The Raptors are Canada's team, and right now, one of the most consistent in the NBA.
And this team has a whole country behind them, Ed, just not a city. And I'm so sick and tired of fans talking about this team can't make it out of the playoffs. They have the personnel to achieve the ultimate level of success, and that's winning an NBA championship.
On hockey terms, he's ready to drop the gloves. We're ready to go in this one in Toronto. The Lakers begin the game with the basketball. To James. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
Here comes the screen, and too much contact.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
James, pass to the rim. Marc Gasol with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Tough shot, and nearly a chance at a 3-point play. No foul.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Too much contact, and free throws coming.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free 2.
And he connects on the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. LBJ with it. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Anthony Davis able to recover with the block. Gasol good for 2. Great footwork once again.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Cook to bring it into the front court. 8-2 our score. Here comes the screen. They go down to Davis. Oh, emphatic slam.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Slams it down. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Pascal Siakam tips it. Lowry with it. His team on top by 8. LBJ has it. Down low for Kuzma to Davis. Anthony Davis. 3 for 4. Good start.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
And count the basket.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
James into the front court. Down 8. Pascal Siakam snatching it out of the air.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Gets it to go, and the foul.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
The The free throw, good. And they add one more to the lead. It's up to 11. Los Angeles has the basketball. To Davis. Marc Gasol rejects it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
To Gasol. Curling inside. Strong finish at the rim for Marc Gasol. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
That's no good. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas, or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Quick shot won't go. Livingston across the timeline. His guy's up by 15. Stuffs it down with authority.
Whew, I don't think anyone saw this one coming, but it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
So important to take care of the basketball. Easy two on the other end after the turnover. This is spiraling out of control.
And this is where you feel so bad for that assistant coach that had the defensive scouting report. You know he put in the time and effort to give you all the right tools to win this game. You've been caught out of position each and every time, which is the reason you're down.
Yeah, you don't want to make the boss unhappy. It's Cook with the basketball. His guy's down big. Can't connect.
Woo! I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Takes it coast to coast and the strong finish at the rim.
So you're just going to let him go coast to coast like that?
To Kyle Kuzma. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
Why not? Let's keep the crowd in it.
Throws it down.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Raptors, number 24.
Daniels, guarded by Livingston. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Finally something goes their way. I don't think I need to tell you, but this has been a disaster of a first quarter. They just need somebody to get hot, and then they need to come together as a team and get a few stops.
To Sean Livingston. Anthony Davis pins it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
To Davis. Ah, rocking the rim. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
To Powell.
I'm here. Yeah, keep him here. Get him. Don't let him get out.
Stuffs it down with authority.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
To Davis. Has a chance. Anthony Davis. With that, he's 5 for 9.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Tough shot. He hits.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Lakers at the controls right now. To Davis. Gets a look. Can't hit. Livingston to bring it up. His guys holding the big lead. Turns and slams it down.
That's how you punctuate a good first quarter. 3 more left to go, but you've set the momentum for the second.
That pass taken away by Toronto.
Here we go. I got him.
20-footer at the buzzer. It's good. At the buzzer. He got it out well before the red light came on. And that extends the lead at the end of the first quarter. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Stuffs it down with authority. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
To Cousins. The Raptors able to clear the board. Ah, the monster stuff. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. To Davis. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? The follow won't go either. Ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Free throw's good. It's a 3-point play. This big first half continues. Across the timeline comes James. He'll run the offense. To Davis. James. Marc Gasol swats it. That's his 3rd block this evening.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
It's James controlling the offense. To Bradley. To Cousins. Had a chance, but it's no good. Stuffs it down with authority.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
The drive, right to the...
Oh, he sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Dario Saric at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 82%. Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the 2nd quarter. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. To James.
Screen coming.
That's rebounded by Toronto. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
LBJ. Pascal Siakam sends it away. 4th this contest.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
James. Here comes the screen. Five to shoot for Los Angeles. Here's LeBron for 2. Goaltending's called. Count the bucket. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Subbing in for the Lakers, number 3, Anthony Davis.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
And stuffs it home.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
To Kyle Kuzma. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. To Caldwell Pope. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Won't go down. To Lowry.
Let's go. Pick him up. Double.
And count the basket inside.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions.
Number 16,
And the defender over pursues, and he's called for it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
number 22. That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Caldwell Pope to Davis.
Screen.
Boogie abusing the rim. Big finish.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
To Davis. Cousins to Kyle Kuzma. Caldwell Pope to Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma, strong finish.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
I got you, help. Don't worry. Get him out.
And the basket good at the rim.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
And they call it.
A simple touch foul.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. To James. Marc Gasol. Huge block. Ooh, 5 now.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Off the assist.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Marc Gasol sends it away. Incredible. 6 tonight.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Los Angeles, they have it. To Davis. Nice finish at the rim.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Deep three at the buzzer. Good. A three at the buzzer. Everything going right so far as they've extended the lead. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, fellas. Jalen here with your halftime report. The Raptors dominated this matchup from the opening tip. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scores for the Toronto Raptors. The Lakers may be in the building.
Player of the half.
I'm ready to skip ahead and just get this guy player of the game. You can tell he's on his way to a special game. We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Toronto has the basketball. To Gasol.
Double team.
Marc Gasol. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
It's James. That won't go. Lowry into the front court. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
James to Caldwell Pope. Five to shoot for Los Angeles. To James.
Watch that cutter.
24-second violation. LeBron James with a piece. Marc Gasol. The defense is really going to have to start paying attention. He's 5 for 5 for the field.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball. To the promised land.
Gasol with the block. Make that 7. Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
And that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
To Davis. Goes to the left side. Kuzma to James. Marc Gasol able to recover with the block. 8 now. Good contest. Made it tough for Kuzma.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Count it. No and 1. There was some contact there.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Kuzma. To Caldwell Pope. Here's James for 2. Step back jumper.
And that footwork was absolutely off the charts. Just that space, splash.
Anthony Davis tips it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
And he's fouled. Davis going to the line for 2.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Anthony Davis at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 79% at the line. First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2. Fires the 3. Textbook defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Cook to bring it into the front court. His guys down big to Kyle Kuzma. Bradley. Marc Gasol snatching it out of the air. 9 blocks. It's the Raptors with the basketball. Count the basket inside.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody will be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Substitution being made in this one. Has a look. Gets it to go. Someone clearly missed their rotation.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
And finishes strong.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Quinn Cook matched up with Livingston. Kuzma. Here's a chance from long range. He was all over him.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
It's Cook with the basketball. Down a bundle. To Bradley.
Screen.
Trying to cash in. Bradley shot no good. And a throwdown.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
To Kyle Kuzma. Nothing going here on that drive. Not going down for him this time. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs to guard on the next play down the court.
Now a steal as the Raptors have it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Throws it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Cook to bring it into the front court. He'll run the offense. He throws it down.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Marc Gasol rejects it. Been a brick wall. 10 blocks on the night. For 3, message received. Well defended.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
And he's fouled. Couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
First free throw is good. And he makes them both.
Here we go. My ball, my ball.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
Oh, he buckled his knees so bad, it didn't matter if he scored or not. That's a win for the internet.
Short jumper stays out. That'll do it. Third quarter complete. The Raptors enjoying a sizable lead. It's Lakers ball as we start the fourth quarter, and they've really had very little go right for them on either end of the floor.
Remember that old line, your attitude determines your altitude? Well, when you see dejected faces on the sideline, that poor body language gave you an impression that they had no chance to win this game.
Oh, emphatic slam.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
I got ball.
Lowry lets it fly from long range. Rebound Cousins.
Come on, show me something better than that, baby. It's game time.
It's Cook with the basketball. Looking to make something happen to James. Screen coming.
Screen coming.
To James.
What's it back door?
Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. James. It's rebounded by Gasol.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Marc Gasol pins it. Make that 11. Toronto with the basketball.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Cousins to James. And he'll head to the line.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
LeBron James has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 73%. Off the mark on the first free throw. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. The ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
Look, I get it. Being down sucks. But you can't just start haphazardly playing defense and committing silly fouls. Play this game with purpose.
Kyle Lowry, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 80% at the line. Oops, he missed the first one. Oh, he missed them both. To James, Cousins. at the basket at the rim.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Across the timeline, it's Lowry. His guys holding the big lead. Five to shoot for Toronto. Beyond the arc for three. No good. That's great defense. Tough make through traffic.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
To Caldwell Pope. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off two legs and expect the contact.
The shot almost. Lakers ball. Short jumper and a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Lowry into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. They work it down to Gasol. Doesn't get the bounce. To James. Boogie abusing the rim. Big finish. Now the Raptors going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. All by himself. Creates his own shot there.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Why even try that time?
I'm going to start calling him the windshield wiper, just erasing all the mistakes.
Los Angeles has the basketball. James to Davis. Kuzma to James. Has a chance. Avery Bradley. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Missed the foul shot. Cook to bring it into the front court. His guys down big. Here's Cousins. The jumper's off the mark. Lowry. and throws it down.
It has been. The passing has been great, but the precision of the passing has been next level. Every pass has been delivered right in the pocket, ready for the player to either shoot or dunk the ball.
Lowry stuffs it down with authority.
And when people talk about vision, people usually talk about the vision to make the pass. But how about seeing the chaos in the traffic before the pass even occurs? That's next level vision. How can I catch people out of position defensively? That's what we saw in that last possession.
Cousins goes to the right side. Bradley, that's off the side of the rim, no good. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To Cousins. Here comes the screen. Five to shoot for Los Angeles. Shot from 12. Good for Cousins. DeMarcus Cousins. Now 4 for 9.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Goes to the left side. Cousins to Kyle Kuzma. Oh, he had it. Stuffs it down with authority.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Bradley misfires. It's no good. 4-3. That misses with 3 seconds left. It's the Raptors with the victory. They're now 2-0 in this young season. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. Merciless in this game. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. Check out the leading scores for the Toronto Raptors.
Player of the game.
And what we have here are highlights worth 1,000 words. There's no question he stood out amongst the rest in today's matchup. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Take a look at the upcoming games for the Toronto Raptors.
Game track. Assists.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.